All right, so I am back from my vacation. I was there from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Um, and in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I must have gained like a bazillion weights. Um, but, I think it's good to look at the positive things that I did as well so that, I can remember that, yeah, I actually did kind of stay on my diet, even though I kind of didn't at the same time. Um, well, from the start, I fasted the day before I went on vacation, so I didn't eat anything on Wednesday. And I fasted the day I came home, so I didn't eat anything on Monday, just to give me like a little bit of calorie um, leeway there. Yeah, get down. Sorry, cats. But cause really trying to stay on the diet and trying not to overeat, and it within my budget. If I can have a little bit of extra calories from just one day fasting, that'd be great. Um, and when I went there, I had some really great meals. That was one of the positive things. Which, okay, yeah, I'm eating and it's wonderful and the food is delicious. So yeah, that's positive. But it's also how I did it, because I wanted to make sure that the food I was only having one meal a day, so I had to make it count. Um, so I got to the Panama restaurant that I wanted to get to. Ate some really great ethnic Panamese Panamanian, one of those words. I had some really great food there, and I'm trying to currently eat a meal from every single country in the world, and this was the only place that has a Panama based restaurant. So I was like, I have to get that in there. Um, and the next day I had Ethiopian because I'm still trying to eat the world, which might be why I'm fat if I'm eating the world, but I digress. But yeah, it was a communal. I was going to when I went there, I had the plan to look at the calories on the menu to figure out, what I what foods would fit within my calorie restrictions. And then we ended up at an Ethiopian restaurant. It's all communal eating, so it was just one big plate with different stews, and well, on top of the plate they have bread, and then on the bread they have a whole bunch of different stews, but it's kind of like as big as a pizza, and people just take bits of whatever they want, and it was such a wonderful experience to do this with the people that I was there with, that I was like, you know what, screw it, like I'm never gonna have this experience again. And I think that was one of the good things that I did. Like, I thought about the experiences that I wanted to have with the food rather than, hey, I'm gonna shove this in my face. What can I get within, as quick as I can and shove it in my face? No, I wanted them to count. I wanted, to mindfully eat. Um, the third day I was there, we went to a brewery, and I really just had eggs Benedict, but it was eggs Benedict with pulled pork, which I've never had before. It was really good. But yeah, it was only one meal a day. And then on the last meal I had while I was there was going to be the last meal that I would have during this weekend with these people, and I don't know if I'm ever going to see these people again because we live in such different places. So I wanted it to count as the breakfast that I would remember, meeting everyone there, communally, something like that. And I just wanted to make the experiences count more than the food count, um, which sometimes in real life screws me up. But on vacation, it was, I'm really blessed to be able to have these experiences. Um, Also, what I did was I got in as much walking and hiking as possible. We also went to a drag show, so I did a lot of dancing with drag queens, which I've never done in my life, but that was interesting. and but my friends took me out to a couple of really gorgeous parks. And we really made exercise fun. I hit like 900 to 1,000 calorie burn every single day that I was there, which really helped with the meals, I think. I don't know, I haven't weighed myself. That's another thing that I'm doing, is that I want to wait at least a week or two, because a lot of people say that when you come home from vacation, don't freak out at the scale because there's going to be a lot of water weight. Um, so I'm not even gonna look at it until I have to, and the last day of the week 2 weigh-in is, that's still at least a week and a half away. So I got a week and a half to, um, work with that. Um, Other things that I did was I did some beach walking, which actually I think um, might help my feet heal a little better. I still have some plantar fasciitis going on, but while I was there, I was walking a lot, and it really didn't bother me. Like, I had that one day of, and I was staying up to date, or on top of my taking ibuprofen, which really helped. I took it morning, afternoon, and night, because I was like, I know there's going to be a lot of walking, and I know, the doctor said that I should take something for inflammation. So I was, yeah, and the doctor said I should take something for inflammation. So I was really, really, really making sure that that happened. And it seemed to really benefit my pain in my feet. So I was able to do more exercise, which I think might be something that I have to keep on track of until my injury finally completely heals. And just getting out there and seeing, the beautiful things that were around, really made exercise fun, and it wasn't boring, and I brought people, we all did it together. We all went on hikes together. And I've never been the type that goes to the gym with another person, because I'm like, nah, this is my time. But while I was doing it this weekend, it was actually really fun. And I kept track of my exercise minutes. I kept track of, making sure that I got all my steps in. And there were a couple of times, because we all had separate cars, that I would end up places, because I think I drive too fast, but I would end up places, earlier than other people, and they text me and be like, "Oh, we're on our way, but we're 20 minutes behind," and I used that time to get more walking in. Like, if you know, I made sure that every single minute counted, because I was honestly so afraid of gaining weight on this trip, because by the I started really good, and I was like, oh, only gonna have this, and then it just kind of petered out to, oh, I can have this, and I can have that, and let's just have some of this, and by by the end of the trip, I was like, okay, I'll have a breakfast sandwich and a donut. In the tape here, my camera keeps running out of space because I have all my vacation photos on my camera at the moment. But yeah, like, by the end of the trip, I was kind of like, I'll have a breakfast sandwich and a donut, because hey, it's all one meal. It all counts for breakfast, right? But I could feel myself kind of starting to slip, little by little. But I also just wanted to have a little bit of fun, and 4 days isn't gonna kill you. I rarely go on vacation, so but yeah, I when I came back, I got back into the gym right away, which is another problem that I often have, is that I'll go away, or I'll go off my diet for a little while, and then I'll be like, I don't have to come back. I'll go back to the gym eventually, but I was right on it. Made sure that. Oh, and another thing is that I was talking on the Discord chat and on Lose It subreddit while I was on vacation. So I kind of like mentally, I was like, yeah, I'm checking in. I'm checking in. Even though my meals were rather large for that weekend, um, but hey, I don't have any other vacations coming up anytime soon. And I think I'll be able to finish out the challenge, and I didn't fall off my diet completely. So I think the vacation has been a success, whereas Team Radagast is concerned. Um, so yeah, you can go on vacation. You just gotta, uh, hopefully you don't fall off it. You don't fall off your calorie counting like I did. But as long as you get your exercise in, and as long as you stick to not eating as much, because there were certain things that I did say no to, and I was like, oh, I really wish I had. But like the kebab place that was selling kebabs on the street corner. But then again, I don't eat street corner food because it kind of creeps me out. But they smelled delicious. That's another thing that's really great when you're on a diet. All the smells of food are like tenfold. Um, but yeah, I'm back and I'm finally making videos again. That's another thing that I fell off of. Even though I made videos the entire time I was on vacation, but then I didn't make one yesterday. But hey, I'm back and we're gonna get some exercise in and we're gonna lose some weight. So stay tuned.